What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Son of a Boy Dad podcast. Today is August 31st.
Bust off, August. It's
Correct.
been an incredible summer.
Today's... Oh, we probably shouldn't have said the date.
Fuck. Oh, fuck, dude.
It's fine, whatever.
Oh, no.
We are recording this episode a week early.
But this is also just... This is timely. This is an episode
this
about
is a timely
something,
episode.
kind of.
So we got a jam-packed episode. Today we are out in beautiful Georgia in Kennesaw State.
Yes.
Kennesaw State University,
Yes.
home of the milk chugging.
Yes, stand-up Kennesaw State.
I do believe we talked about the milk chugging last episode, kind of explained what we were doing out here. But basically, I would say that Roan completely misled us on what we were expecting.
How? This is the first I'm hearing this. You've acted led the entire time. Now suddenly...
Not
you've been misled?
Not misled. That was the wrong word to use. It was more, I think, the way that you described what we were doing. I was expecting that you were like, "Oh, we're going to a milk chugging contest."
And
it was
what
a
did we
milk
go
chugging
to?
contest, but
Okay,
it was
so how are you led astray at all?
much different than what I was expecting. I was expecting to show up to like some random place in Georgia and like it was going to be like 50-year-old men who've been chugging milk their entire life.
Why did you think it was going to be 50-year-old men?
I don't know. That's just what I assumed. And apparently we got here. We're at Kennesaw State.
Why would there be 50-year-old men at a college, university?
Because you didn't tell me we were going. You were like, we're going to Atlanta. We're not in Atlanta.
We're in the greater Atlanta area.
We are.
45
We're like
minutes.
45 minutes away from Atlanta. But yeah.
So you got to it last night, and it was completely different from what you expected.
Completely different from what I expected.
Describe what you saw last
The episode
night.
will be out by now, right?
Yes, the episode came out, a couple days ago. But it's basically, if you haven't watched the video, it's like you got served, but for milk. There's like 1,000 people like crowded around. Or how would you describe it?
Yeah. I mean, it was there was a lot of people there.
A parking lot.
I don't think it was quite 1,000 people. Probably around like 600, 700.
I think it was about 1,000.
You think so?
What makes you think that you can appraise crowds like that?
I just have a good idea. There was a lot of people there.
Let's pull up the Trump inauguration pictures then. You're so good at numbering a crowd.
I think there was probably close to 1,000 people there. It was in the parking lot of a church.
But the church was a strip mall.
Yeah, the church was not a traditional church. It looked like you were outside of like a CVS.
And most people there were youth pastors. Didn't you kind of get that vibe that it was all young
very
pastors?
religious crowd?
Well, they love God.
No substances being consumed among 1,000 college students.
Except for lactate.
Except for milk.
You got flagged by the commissioner of the milk chugging competition.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't.
We saw someone get flagged. Our buddy Oves got flagged for
vaping.
Yes.
He was like, brother, keep that down. The Lord is watching you. Keep that down, brother. God's watching. No, but he actually was like, keep it down. Like we don't want the church
you don't vape
to get
in
mad.
front of me. Yeah, why would the church get
I
mad?
don't know.
Though?
The church wasn't there, but there was also a fuck ton of police officers there.
But they were there to just watch the milk be chugged. It's not like they were cracking down because, like we said, there was nothing going on that was illicit.
Very respectful group.
Yeah.
They didn't even curse the entire time.
That is true.
Yeah.
It was such good, clean fun.
Yeah.
It was the most wholesome thing
It
I've
was
done.
like going to like a high school football game. Like everyone was having...
But there's more people drunk at a high school football game.
That's true.
And like someone loses and like someone's dad is angry about playing time and like there's a coach like abusing someone. Like,
I was expecting it to be like we were going to show up. Like once I found out what it was, I was expecting it to be like we were showing up to like a frat party. Because it
wasn't that either.
It wasn't that at all. It was literally just like... And also, I know I was younger than most of the kids there, but for some reason those kids looked really young.
Yeah.
A lot of them looked like they were like in high
you're
school.
grizzled because you've been in New York.
Yeah, it's true. My body's taking a toll.
Yeah, it ages you in dog years.
Yeah. But yeah, they all looked really young and healthy and happy. So that's probably
it was the milk that was probably making. They looked like they had sturdy bones. They looked like a sturdy bunch. They looked like they could do a human pyramid 80 stories tall.
Yeah, it was a healthy group of guys and girls. But yeah, the chugging was out of this world. It was like something I've never seen before. It was like, how many competitions were there? 4?
4 competitions, which it felt like there should be more than that. But it was the right amount of competition, the right amount of milk, because by the end of it, it smelled rancid.
Oh, it was disgusting.
It smelled disgusting.
Disgusting. Because it was like... you probably won't be able to see it as well in the video because we don't want to get flagged for people throwing up.
Right.
But I mean, maybe they'll be able to tell. But like the milk on the ground in the video is not spilt milk.
It was
is
thrown
puke.
up.
It's all puke.
It was once filtered
It's
through
making
an esophagus.
me like I could gag right now thinking about it.
It was very foul. And a lot of eating competitions, there's a rule: if you heave, you leave.
Yeah,
But
no.
in this
was,
competition,
you have to.
You just throw up and keep going, and throw up and keep going. And it's like, who has the fortitude to be able to rip through it? People were bringing out hot sauce. It was like showmanship. People would bring out hot sauce, chug it to just show how they just had an iron gullet.
Yeah.
A guy came out with a little bag of jalapenos and started eating
and
them.
attempted to eat them, but he failed miserably.
And it might have ruined him
He
beforehand.
he brought out jalapenos. Like basically, this one girl brought out hot sauce, and she chugs the hot sauce, or like a little bit. She takes like a couple swigs of the hot sauce. Everyone's going crazy, and then he's the final competition. He brings out a bag of jalapenos, but like it was weird that he should have just brought out the loose jalapenos. There's no reason for them to still be in the bag.
Yeah, because
And
it was
he's
like
like-
a grocery
Yeah.
style bag that you turn inside out
Yeah.
to grab the jalapeno.
He's like kneeling down, the bag's on the ground, and he's like scrambling trying to get the jalapenos out. And then he takes one bite of the jalapeno, and he's like, it just breaks him.
He's never had a jalapeno before.
He was like, I think he was like blown away by how hot it was, and he was like, I think he threw up a little bit already just from that, and then he had to chug the milk.
And he had to get into a sprinter stance, so you could tell that as he was getting down into the sprinter stance, that his like GI tract was getting all bunched up, and it was just giving him acid
I think he was panicking.
He had a sick look on his
Yeah.
face. And he wound up losing the competition basically because of that.
Yeah.
He tried to showboat, and he tried to have fucking jalapenos before his milk chugging competition, and he wound up like that.
And I think he did. I think he went a little too fast. I think he was trying to take it down all in one go.
I mean, there's like lore behind this. It feels like it's been going on since the 70s.
Yeah.
I think it's been
I think
happening
it's going
since
on
last
for,
year.
Yeah, I think it's like a year and a half.
Because there's people there who are like, I was here at the first Milk Monday.
Because who was the guy? Dakota King. So there's this legend, Dakota King, who they all talk about, and
With reverence. They're like,
yeah, apparently Dakota King has the record, and he took down an entire gallon of milk in 35 seconds.
34 seconds, which is
34
faster
seconds?
than Joey Chestnut, who
Yeah.
is like the Nathan's Hot Dog eating champion.
Which is shocking. And I'm assuming he probably just had it all in one sip and threw up after, right?
I guess, but this dude is like made of milk. Like I
Yeah.
talked to him, and I felt like I was talking to a bag of milk.
Yeah,
Like,
he was there. He had he made a special appearance. I was kind of hoping that he wouldn't be there. I didn't want to see him. They
Yeah,
say
'cause-
never meet your heroes.
And he truly was the hero
Yeah.
around these parts.
Yeah.
Like Dakota King is that fucking boy, and people like wanted to call him out, but it's like he's the Rock. He's like
They wanted him to chug. I remember because they were thinking that one of the opponents wasn't going to show up, and they were like, Dakota's going to have to step in. He was like, never. Never again.
you're gonna have to pay me a lot of money.
Yeah, I put down the milk years ago.
And everybody, there was like the first milk chugging competition, which was like 18 months ago. There were like 10 people there, but I met 85 people who like claimed that they were at the first competition.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 9/11, like people being like, "Yeah, I was supposed to be in the towers," or like, "I was there that morning."
Yeah.
Like, wasn't there a guy from the league who like claimed?
Who
he
claimed?
was
Yeah, it was like stolen valor. Basically, he said he was like in the tower or something, and then it turned out he like wasn't even in like the same state.
Why would you do that as a comedian?
Maybe he said it as a joke, and people just took it serious, and then he like
He's
ran
like,
with it
"Oh,
because he
fuck."
felt bad. Yeah,
Fuck.
that's probably what happened, realistically.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy. I mean, the amount of throw up was shocking, and like I feel like when I throw up, I'm like really shaken up after.
Like you can't stand. Like
No,
your body
yeah.
vibrates
My
a
body's
little bit.
shaking. I'm like panicking a little bit. But these kids would just throw up, and then they would if they win, they just like forget that they even threw up. They just power right through it.
But then the losers get taken out in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
Pulled up a
yeah.
wheelchair. And
It's
fucking-
hilarious.
It's good, clean fun.
Yeah.
It's just wholesome jokes. And there's a women's division too. The women chug half
Half a
gallons,
gallon.
which I don't know. Were you cool with that? A little sexist.
It was a little weird. I don't really know why they would chug half gallons. It's not like it's a physical difference. I don't think there's like men can handle a gallon. Like no one can handle a gallon.
And in like the Nathan's hot dog eating competition or like Wing Bowl,
Yeah.
the Black Widow, Sonia Thomas, one of the best eaters in the world, she'll
Yeah.
just eat wings alongside the men.
Yeah. I actually did like the half gallon though because it was faster
It was better. That
Yeah.
it should be. There should be weight classes instead of gendered
Yeah.
classes. It should be like we have a half-gallon race. We have like a pint race or some shit like that.
I also think the final fight was it. I don't think it went by like ranks, did it? Because the final fight was less impressive, or the final competition was less impressive than the second to last one.
But I think that's any fight card. You never know who's going to.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to be the best fight of the night. You
I
never
feel like
know
I
who's
would be
gonna
pissed
dominate.
if I was like second to last, because those guys both would have smoked the winner.
Yeah, they went fast
Yeah.
and they were all about it, dude. I was most impressed by the one woman. The girl who I forget which she was. Maybe they were in a sorority, like it was a sorority fight.
Yeah, it
but
was.
she drank the milk so hard that it like caved in. She like had
Oh,
suction
yeah,
on it like
yeah,
a
yeah,
toilet
yeah.
plunger, and it fucking the entire half gallon was caving in. She was absolutely dedicated to the cause.
Yeah, I mean, we were saying last night. I wonder if for half gallon it would make sense if you could like shotgun it, like poke a hole in it.
Right, get the mic stud like
Yeah.
chug buddy or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like that would be a huge advantage, because a gallon of milk, probably a lot of suction going on there.
Dude, they're talking about taking this to different.
They're
campuses.
going to different colleges with it. Apparently, like it's already like. So I was talking to the two kids who run the Viceroy program there, and they were saying that it's like expanding to other colleges like in September.
That's sick.
Yeah, and then they're going to try and do like school wide. Like you're going to try.
It
and do,
is
like,
September.
school. Yeah, it will be. Well, it isn't technically.
For you it is. For us,
you,
it's
it
not.
is. Yeah, but they were saying they're going to try and do like school versus school competitions.
That would be incredible.
Yeah, that
or
would be
just
really
having like
cool.
heats, or like this guy's really good at chugging milk.
Yeah.
Just bringing in the best college, because it's just such pure fun.
Yeah, it really was. It was very well done too. Like I'm excited to see the video, because I don't really have any great videos of like when it first started, like the intros and stuff. I was getting the chills. It was like it was insane.
Were you actually getting
Yeah,
the chills?
I got the chills. I was like, damn, this is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen.
And they would go fucking
And
nuts.
everyone's going crazy. I was like, damn, this is wild. I've never seen like it really was like a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, because I feel like it's gonna be bigger.
Yeah.
And like it's gonna be more regulated.
Yeah, it should be in the Olympics.
Yeah, these people were incredible.
There
athletes.
needs to be more rules though, because like throwing
There
up.
are refs though. There are refs and like janitors. And,
Yeah,
like there's
yeah.
hosts and there's a live show.
I just feel
element.
like the throwing up thing is weird, because I feel like if you really wanted to, you could just take down a sip and then just like spit it out, and everyone would think you're puking.
No, they would be. You could tell when somebody's doing that,
Yeah.
because when milk gets filtered once through a throw up process, it's a little bit thinner. It's like a vodka. Like you could throw it up 3 times and it'd be a
Dude,
nice
I don't know.
pure
It was
milk.
coming out thick. I was seeing thick milk on the ground, and the smell was horrifying.
It was like wafting off like
It
fucking
was-
blood on a
Dude,
battlefield.
it was so gross. And they were like, "Yeah, this has never happened before," because apparently the place they did it last year,
There's a drain.
there was a drain, so all the milk went into the drain. But I was like, "Dude, this is like so foul smelling."
But it really made me believe that there are no other. Like that was the best new college tradition that I've seen. Like I don't know any other. Like people have like parties or like big concerts in the backyard. That's not what I'm talking about. Like a tradition where there's some type of competition. Not even like a beer Olympics. This is just
Yeah.
something so specific that's so fucking nuts. It was just like a brawl. Are you happy that you came out?
Yeah. I mean, it was very fun to see.
Some fucking different shit, man.
Yeah, it was cool. The people here were super nice too. A lot of Southern hospitality.
Yeah, just a lot of that national anthem. They fucking went up for the national anthem.
Oh yeah, they went crazy. I was like kind of like not paying attention, and the kid was like, "Flags behind you," and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I turned. I was like, "I'm gonna do the national anthem."
The cops fucking
Yeah, flags
drew weapons
behind
on
you, brother.
Hey, son.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh shit."
Hats off.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was United. It was USA themed. That was the theme of last night. Was the United States.
Patriotism is back in a big way.
Yeah, and the moment of silence for Afghanistan was. Don't want to say a fail, but it wasn't
It was
great.
just weird. People were like throwing bottles at first, and then there's
And
like
then that
always
guy
like a dude in the
yelled,
crowd who's like,
yeah.
"Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, which was so annoying.
Shut the fuck up!"
Like he thinks he's a hero. Like his brother's in the military, or like his
And
cousin.
now a moment of silence for "Shut the fuck up, guy."
Yeah, it
Another
was,
hero
that ruined
among
it
us.
for me.
Thank you for your service. Shut the fuck up, guy.
He was like, "Shut the fuck up!"
And he said it slow enough that it took up like
half the moment of silence, and then the moment of silence ended like right after that. It was like, dude, you just got to go with the flow. Like, obviously, when you're with like that many people, not everyone is going to be dead silent. Most of the people probably didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah, there were like
interviews
happened. Still happening. Yeah. People didn't know. They're still getting settled.
Yeah.
People were literally, I felt like it was like a train in India. Like, people were like stacked on top of cars. They were like peeking through like the bottom. They were like literally lying underneath cars to have like a better view of it.
Yeah, there was a lot of trucks. Big truck school.
Yeah, it is a big truck school.
Yeah. They said, I mean, they were like, yeah, this is basically the biggest. They were like, this is basically the biggest thing that happens at our school.
They said there's going to be more people here than the football opener.
Yeah. They said that the school actually asked them to do it at the basketball game during halftime. They want them to do a milk chug.
Because it's so wholesome. Like, you could sell it anywhere.
They're like turning down the offer. There's going to be like 10 people there.
I'd like to buy into the Milk League.
They wanted like Barstool to sponsor it.
I'd like to buy into the Milk League. I'd like to buy an ownership stake in the Milk League and fund them to do some stuff, because I feel like milk could be bigger than football. Milk could be bigger than basketball.
Yeah.
Like, people come out for milk.
You don't really need to understand it either. You just chug.
It's chugging milk, and it's just
get
something.
It in your body.
There's just something chemically about it that your body can't handle.
Yeah.
Like, you could chug a whole gallon of water, or everyone's like, hey, yeah, I'd rather chug beer. It's like, no, of course you'd rather chug beer.
Yeah.
This isn't the Would You Rather Olympics. This
No.
is the fucking Milk Olympics. It's chantable.
It was very chantable. What did they say? We want milk?
Milk.
There's a lot of milk chants, and there's a lot of we want milk.
Harvey Milk. They were fucking going nuts for Harvey Milk. Have you ever seen Milk? The movie Milk? With Sean Penn?
No. I've heard of it, though.
Fire, bro.
Yeah?
It's sick.
Dope-ass movie.
It's about this dude, Harvey Milk.
Dope-ass movie.
He couldn't make it in the ABA. He couldn't make it in, like, he was on the team that played against the Harlem Globetrotters. And then he fucking decided, you know what, I'm going to take a trip around the world in a hot air balloon. And while he's up there, he finds out he's gay.
Oh, wow.
And then he runs for government in California.
And he wins?
He wins.
Wow.
All because he went in a hot air balloon because he couldn't beat the Harlem Globetrotters.
Probably learn a lot about yourself when you're in a hot air balloon. Something I would never do is go on one of those things.
Why?
Sounds like hell.
It does sound like hell.
Those things just like light on fire.
And a lot of early like space exploration was just people just like going up in a hot air balloon. There's like a movie about it. It's called like the Aeronauts. I forget what that's called, but like it creeped me the fuck out because they just like you go through clouds and you're just getting pitched the fuck around, just whipped around, scrambled like an egg in a basket.
That is something that definitely could go down because of turbulence.
Yes. Like you turn a balloon upside down, all the fucking air comes out of it. Like,
and it's like you're just in a basket, right?
Yeah.
That should
Who
not
the
be a
fuck
thing.
thought of that?
That shouldn't be legal.
We're just going to weave a basket? Did they come up with this in like the 500s?
Yeah.
That is not modern. That doesn't sound modern. Like if you have enough technology to be like shooting like some kind of like gas into a fucking balloon, you should be in something better than like a wicker basket that you're like collecting Easter eggs in or some bullshit.
Do they really like they still do those things, right?
Yes. And I think a lot of times they're just on like a slack line. Early on in the battle rap, they were like leagues were like trying to be like innovative. They're like, we're going to do 2-on-2 battles, we're going to do international battles, we're even going to do a battle in a hot air balloon. And they
Jesus
just wanted
Christ.
to make it seem like, but like how's that like badass? Like battle rap's supposed to be
there's
like
nothing like badass about a hot air balloon.
It's like rich. It's old like French aristocracy rich. You have
I don't
like
think I've
champagne.
ever even seen one in real life.
Never seen hot air balloons?
Maybe I've seen one. I feel like I've seen one like in the distance somewhere, like when I'm like on vacation or something, because I feel like that's a big like vacation thing.
Yeah,
they'll offer like hot air balloon tours.
Even so, it just feels like scary and
no one could. Yeah, no
way.
one could tell me that those things are safe.
Yeah, or like you like have a picnic. So they eventually wind up doing a battle in one, and the dude was like, he did well, but he was like so scared that he like, couldn't take his hand off the side of the balloon.
Dude, that's like I don't even want to go on like a helicopter. But I would if I had to. That is like 10 times scarier. Do you have any control over it, or does that thing just float?
I think you have to have some kind of control.
I know there's like the thing with the bags of sand or something, right?
You just like drop sand, but that would give me the willies. Even just like watching something fall down.
Yeah. If I had a parachute, maybe.
But even so, Just like that would get like I'd rather be jumping out of it. Like I would not be able to enjoy 1 second on a hot air balloon.
No.
This view is beautiful.
Maybe if it was like 30 feet off the ground.
But even that's like
I
too
imagine
much.
those things go high, and I bet they move fast.
I'll get to the top of a Ferris wheel and fucking be scared.
Yeah.
It's like I don't even want it, and that's on the ground. That's a structure.
Yeah.
Fuck
I didn't
a hot
even
air
think
balloon.
about the turbulence on one of those things. Probably just getting thrown around.
You should watch this Aeronauts movie just to fucking sweat from your palms.
Yeah, I want to see it. I love watching that shit. Except I don't. Hot air balloons would be cool. I don't like watching like the people like free running and doing parkour off of like the Empire State Building.
Yes, that's just fucking spooky.
It's just dumb. It's like, dude, you're gonna fall and you're gonna kill like 15 people when you land.
I don't even. You'll just ruin 15 people's lives when they watch you fucking
yeah.
explode like a watermelon when you hit the ground.
Yeah.
It's just inflicting more emotional trauma. I'd rather someone fall on me than watch someone fall in front of me and just see them fucking blow up like that.
Yeah,
Hell
no. That is true. I didn't
Hell
think about
no.
that. I'm like waiting for the day when I'm just walking home from work and someone just sails right down by me.
Just bounces.
Yeah.
Just pops up.
And then in New York, people would just walk right by. Another day in the city.
You just gotta ignore it.
Yeah.
Like when people are like an unhomed person is just like blabbering and like screaming. They'll just be like business people who just like have to put their head down. And, like, walk past them. It's like a person's like shitting their pants.
There's like no homeless people in like Fi-Dye and like Wall Street.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Because the rich people will kill them if they come down there.
Yeah, they're just
like I was thinking. Like I was like, if I was homeless, I would go down here. Like it's much nicer. It's cleaner.
It's a cannibal's trap.
Yeah.
Fi-Dye. They just fucking. It's just rich people, rich sociopaths.
They probably hunt the homeless people.
They definitely do. They like lay traps from their apartments.
Yeah,
They'll just like sit out there. It'll be
for
like
their kid's
SWAT.
birthday. They come in. Like, look what we got,
Fresh man.
and yeah,
and look how supple he is.
grab my machete from the garage.
We like to keep him alive a little bit.
Yeah,
It
like
keeps
the
the meat
Purge.
fresher. It keeps a nice fresh meat. Have you? You do like to feel scared when you watch movies, though. You were hunting for a horror movie the other day.
well, I was watching it with my family.
You watch horror movies with your family?
I will. I like watching horror movies when I'm with a group of people. I would never watch one alone. But we watched Blair Witch Project, which I've already seen, but it was good. They were terrified. I just wanted to like get them all scared, basically.
Really?
Oh, I was watching with my little sisters and stuff. And it's
you
fun.
just and you just want to have them like screaming? That's Big Brother privilege.
I just like, and also my dad's like horrified of horror movies, which is the funniest part. He tries to act every time we watch horror movie. He like all of a sudden he's like super busy with work, and he's horrified. And then he like tries to like he's like one of those people that like tries to like make jokes through the movie
to like alleviate the tension.
Yeah,
because he's scared. He's just making jokes for himself.
Yeah, that's my least favorite thing. That
Don't
people
go in
do.
there.
Yeah, yeah. He gets so scared. Blair Witch is scary too because it's like you don't like the whole time you're waiting for something to happen.
Just the anticipation of a shock.
Yeah, but there's never a shock.
I've never seen it, bro. So spoiler. You never get scared during Blair Witch?
No, you're scared the whole time.
But there's nothing shocking.
There's like no pop-ups or anything, but the whole time you're like waiting for a pop-up.
Huh.
Yeah.
And were they did they wind up scared? Did it work on them? Who got more scared, your sisters or your dad?
My dad was probably scared. I think my mom was a little scared. My mom doesn't really get scared from that shit, but my little sister said that she was like, I wish I didn't watch that because I'm terrified. Also, we just moved to like an old-ass house.
Haunted?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
What are there, creeks, pipes?
Creeks everywhere.
Yeah.
Every step you take, the whole house shifts.
Oh, fuck.
And
I never want to live in an old house.
No, it's like it's nice, but like it's terrible. Like I was sleeping with the lights on.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah,
you're grown,
dude. It's a scary house.
You could beat up a ghost.
Also, I've
could
been
RKO
watching
a
American
ghost.
Horror Story, and it's just a lot. It was a lot.
You're just scaring yourself to be scared.
You know,
like are watching scary shit, so you could just walk around scared in your life.
No, I just enjoy watching scary movies, and I really. You've seen Hereditary, right? A24, Ari Aster.
I don't know what A24 is. I still don't know what A24 is. But
there's no way that that's true.
I mean, I guess they're just a company that makes movies. Like,
yeah, but like they make like so many movies, and also it's like a meme on the internet. Like people make fun of A24.
What kind of movies? What's the general consensus about what they're making fun of?
Like, it's just because it's like a very like film person thing to like be really into. Who's banging your line?
Reggie, Dion, social guy.
Oh, jeez. You want to answer it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yo. On Wednesday night. Okay, no show tonight. We're rescheduling for Miami? Yep. All right, cool. Sounds good. All right, let me know. Well, Sass. Looks like we just bought some time.
Yeah. Awesome.
We were up against the schedule.
Fabulous.
Dude, I feel way more relaxed now. Whenever I have something else to do that's just like impending, I can't even just really lock
Especially
in.
when it's with Deion Sanders.
Yeah, what do you know about Deion Sanders?
Well, I know he's the GOAT.
Yeah. He's not scared of hot air balloons.
You don't think so?
He'll fucking jump in a hot air balloon like that.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
No, he probably would hop up in a hot air balloon. But, dude, I just don't like the sensation of being scared.
I love the sensation of being scared when you're watching a movie.
Why?
Like when you're like with your friends and you're watching a scary movie, it's so fun.
Why do you like to get scared with your boys?
Because it's fun.
Why?
But it's like it's more fun than being scared alone. Like one of my friends just watches horror movies like by himself.
Just because he likes the genre?
No, I think he like.
Or he just wants to be scared alone.
No, I think he's just like, oh, like a new horror movie that I haven't seen. I want to watch this.
I like to get brave with my boys. I like to watch like Moana with my boys.
No, dude,
or just like
horror movies is so much more fun. I want to see that new movie, the Candyman. It's like a remake of the old one, I think.
Yes, and you just want to get scared.
Apparently, it's really scary, and apparently, it's really good too.
Yeah,
it's in theaters though, which sucks.
I
thought we were past that point in life.
What do you mean? You thought everything's just going to come right to you?
Yeah,
you don't like that?
No.
I want to go see.
I
it
was
in
like,
theaters.
we were looking for a horror movie for so long, and I was looking for everywhere, and then I was like, oh, this movie looks awesome. And then I check online, and I'm like, oh, it's in theaters. Since when is that a thing again?
Don't you think that being in theaters would make it a more immersive experience? It's just all around you. There's just spook all around you.
Yeah, but like, I also would have just liked to watch the movie.
You just don't want to go out. You don't want to leave home.
Well, I wasn't going to go to the movie theater with my family.
I got you. Dude, let's go to the movie. Let's see it.
Yeah?
We're boys. Let's go get scared together.
Nah, you can't handle that shit. I can't have you going if you're going to be throwing off my energy while we're there. Shit in your pants.
Jokes.
Dude, we had... So,
do you get really scared? Do you not want me to see you scared?
No, I don't
get like
that
white
scared.
as a ghost.
I used to get super scared, but now I'm like fucking made of steel. So at school in Chicago for my 1 year of college, they had Ari Aster, who wrote Midsummer and Hereditary, come in.
Okay.
And he spoke, and then we watched Hereditary in like a theater. And it was like one of the most frustrating experiences of my life, because it's like Hereditary is like one of the scariest movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a very popular opinion. Like, it is a horrifying movie.
What's the general premise?
Undeniably scary.
What flavor of scare is it?
Every flavor.
Yeah? Or
It's
what's like the premise of it?
Psychologically scary, like there's like actual horror shit that happens. It's really well made. It's a great movie. Really good horror movie. And like we're watching it, and I never seen it, but I know it's so scary, and I was like looking forward to watching it, and everyone there is clearly scared too, and they're all laughing during the scary parts. It was like a goddamn laugh track going on.
Because they were so scared and they wanted to act like they weren't
scared?
scared?
Yeah, they wanted to prove that they weren't scared.
They're just trying to act tough in the movie theater?
Which was wildly frustrating.
I'm not fucking scared.
Yeah. And it's like the guy who made the movie is here.
Oh, so it was disrespectful?
It was like disrespectful, and it was annoying. It was just like, just watch the fucking movie.
Dude, when I first watched The Joker, I was pissed off that when people laughed at Heath Ledger, it was right after he died. I was like getting legitimately pissed off in the theater. I was like, they don't fucking understand how good he's acting right now. This role literally fucking killed him, and they're laughing. This shit is not fucking funny.
Yeah.
I was pissed off.
You saw the movie in the theater?
Big time.
Damn.
I think multiple times. That was like one where we kept on going back to the theater to watch it.
Really?
Why? Why is that surprising to you?
Oh, I think I was pretty young when that movie came out, so I don't know. I don't think I did.
Yeah, wanted to come out in like 2015.
Were you dodging bullets at the theater?
I went in there strapped up with Kevlar. It's like, let it be known if anyone's going to try any shit.
Yeah.
I'm strapped up right now.
Remember when The Joker came out and they were like sending police officers like into the theaters?
Were they?
Yeah.
Nobody get any ideas.
Yeah, because they thought someone's going to shoot up the theater.
Someone did.
Joker wasn't that great.
Oh, the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like an okay movie.
I mean, it was good for...
Like, Joaquin Phoenix was awesome.
Yeah, I think that's what people are looking for in the Joker. Just somebody who completely embodies the role and just...
They're making a sequel, aren't they?
With Joaquin again?
I don't know. I think I heard they were making a sequel.
Has it been said that he should have, like, if he were really dedicated, he would have died? Someone else has probably said that.
I don't know if anyone said it, but it makes sense. It's
Just,
so funny that Jack Nicholson played the Joker at one point.
it was like a different role, but he did a good job of it.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Jim Carrey's impression of him?
He transforms.
Yeah. Did we talk about this?
I think we might have.
We did talk about this on the podcast when we were talking about impressions. Yeah. No.
It was
crazy.
because you were talking about your Trump.
Yeah, I know.
You wanted
Which
to
I've
work on
retired.
it.
I'm never doing Trump again.
Why,
I
you
did
listen
it
back to it?
I did it in front of my family. They loved it. But I didn't tell them. I didn't tell them I was going to do it. We were talking about Trump, and I like made a joke, and I did it in my Trump voice. Fucking
Honey,
killed.
have you seen this?
It killed. It crushed.
Lil Sass has done it again.
Ugh.
The boy doesn't miss
Anytime
much.
anyone in my family says Lil Sass or Lil Sasquatch, I'm like, I'm going to kill myself. It's like painful.
Why, do you ever regret...
My mom will be like, we talk about something, my mom will be like, he's Lil Sasquatch. And I'll be like, ugh.
Wait, what do you mean? What context will she say? Who will she say that to?
Like, I don't even know. She'll say it to like someone in my family. Like, we'll just be talking, and she'll like say something about me, and she'll say I'm Lil Sasquatch, and I'll be like,
Is she making fun of you, or she's just being like...
she's like joking,
like
kind of.
people like you, but like people want to see him because he's Little Sasquatch.
Oh, yeah, stuff like that.
Got it.
And I'm like, ugh.
That doesn't sit well with you?
No.
Doesn't sit right with you? Even Roan doesn't sit right with me.
Does your parents call you Roan?
No, they don't call me it, but they're like, yeah, when they say it. And it's like, it's my name. It's just like a part of my name.
Yeah, but it's not your name, bro.
Ferone?
Ferone.
Ferone.
Frun.
Frone.
Frun.
It's like Tyrone without the tie.
Frun. Yesterday when we were at the milk thing, there were hundreds of fans just dying to take a picture with Stool Presidente.
Dude, from multiple levels. Even when our boy Wallace, who's a producer on this, was talking to the guy the viceroy who was setting it up, he was like, yeah, I don't know. Dave might even be there.
Yeah. Dude, I had multiple people unironically come to me and be like, bro, get Dave out here. I was like, what makes you think that me and Dave have ever even looked each other in the eyes before? Anytime I walk by Dave, we both just look down at the ground and keep chugging along.
Does he looks down at the ground too?
Oh yeah.
He doesn't even
He
look
doesn't
past
even
you?
look in my direction.
But does he look past you or look down at the ground? Because this is very psychologically telling. Because if you both look down at the ground, you're both just submitting to each other.
I think I look down at the ground. Actually, I think usually I just look at him the whole time, seeing if he's looking at me, and then he keeps looking straight.
In a challenging way or for approval?
For approval.
You want to talk? We could talk.
Yeah, for approval mostly.
Anything you want to talk about?
But yeah, Rowan basically took a picture with this kid, and he was like, I think he was joking.
He was 100% joking.
Would have been way funnier if it wasn't a joke, though.
He was like, just met Stool Presidente.
Yeah.
Good guy.
It was a very funny tweet.
Hilarious
Props
tweet.
to that guy.
And I think that he was joking, so it was intentionally funnier,
Yeah.
which is even funnier than
Well, no,
unintentional
it was.
comedy.
It wasn't. If it was unintentional, it would have been funnier. No denying that.
But the fact that he riled up enough people.
Yeah, that a lot of people believed it.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah.
But they just didn't know
I
him.
was sending it in group chats, and we were all retweeting it.
We should hire that guy.
I know, we should. He's a comedic genius.
He is a fucking brilliant mind.
Yeah, but
He's like
Rowan...
John Nash on the blackboard.
But, yeah, basically Rome was taking pictures with a bunch of people. No pictures with me. And these
it was
two...
because they had me on the mic, and they're like, he's from Barstool. Nobody even knew who I was.
And these two girls come up to me, and they're like, do you want us to take a picture with you? And I was like, I don't know. And they were like, your name...
Would I help you out?
Because they asked me what my name was. I said, Harry.
Do you want us to take a picture with you?
Yeah.
You're feeling a little lonely
Yeah.
over here on the side while your buddy's getting all the snappies?
Everyone was like, bro, that'll be you someday.
Keep grinding, bro.
That'll
Seriously.
be you one day.
Don't give up on this shit, man.
No, they literally were like, do you want us to take a picture with you? and they had no idea who I was. They just like knew I was with you, and they were like, they felt bad. And then they go, was that your first picture you've taken tonight?
Was that the first time anyone's ever wanted to take a picture with you?
And I was like, no, it's not.
I've actually taken a lot of
I've
pictures
actually taken
tonight.
a lot of pictures.
I am always getting pictures.
And they were like, oh, because you know Roan? How do you know Roan?
Do you like work together or something like that?
Because like you don't work with him, right? And someone,
you're an intern.
Everyone would come up to me like, "How are you in with these guys?" And I'd be like, "Ah."
They don't even know that I have a lot of followers on Twitter. Please, someone make.
I was like, "Bro, check the fucking charts,
check
dude.
the charts. Check the
check
stats.
the fucking charts.
You must not pay attention to numbies." But that being said, though, and you go to the New York airport, people are swarming you.
That's not true at all. We got 2 people asked us for pictures.
No, 3 people.
Us.
As we
bro.
sprinted out of the airport.
Not just me.
And when you were in Buffalo,
I'm not. I don't care about
you.
this. I don't care about this.
I know. You do.
I thought just more of the story of the girls coming up to me and like asking me if they wanted.
Hilarious.
If they weren't like, they weren't like, can we take a picture with you? They were like, do you want us to take a picture with you?
Because they felt bad for you.
Not really.
This poor boy.
Like, why do I need the picture?
It was funny watching people come up to me and pretend to know who I was. Like a guy came up and he was like, "Yo, man," it was like
love what you're doing.
One of the youth preachers, and he was like, "Yo, man, I've been following your journey, and I love what you've been doing.
I've been following your journey. God's been following your journey, and He's rooting for you, bro."
He sees
He was very religious,
and
God bless y'all.
But when he said, "I've been following your journey," he just like recounted my last 5 Instagram posts to me. He was like, "You've been at Rough and Rowdy." And,
oh shit! Really?
You were on with Dion and Brett Favre. And
no way.
And he's like, "I've been following your journey, man. I've really been keeping up with you." And he just told me the last things that I posted.
That's crazy.
I respect it though.
Who were the guys that you were talking to for a while? We don't have to say who they are. They're never going to hear this ever. But the story that you were telling about them was hilarious.
Which
the podcast thing.
Oh, the 2 guys.
These 2 guys wanted Roan to come on the podcast, their podcast.
Oh, they're like, just check out our network. And we're always looking for new talent, so I don't mind people coming up and telling me, like, check out the podcast.
They also did have, like, 10 million followers.
Yeah, they had a huge following. It was a group of very nice gentlemen. But the one dude was saying that he was like, we have a bunch of podcasts. I was like, oh, that's dope. Like, what kind of stuff do you cover? What are your podcasts about? And the one dude's like, well, my stuff is more like going out and relationships. And my boy over there, he's different. His stuff is more like sex and bars and like hitting up the bars.
Just the exact same thing?
I guess those are different things. Well, he's having sex and going to bars.
Yeah. And
he's
a relationship guy. Yeah.
And being in relationships. But it is funny that like what are podcasts about? What is any podcast about?
Know.
Relationships? Like
I don't know. Everyone when we started this and we had to like tell sales what it was, they were all like, "What's it about? Like, what's the theme?" And I was like, "I have no idea."
The theme is just getting our voices on.
Yeah,
on, air
just listening to
camera.
ourselves talk for an hour.
Yeah, just making ourselves feel useful, getting into just a competitive space, and just trying to.
The theme is filling my narcissistic hole in my body.
Exactly. So put that in whatever category. Yeah. Business? I don't know. Business.
But yeah, it was funny. They were like, yeah, come out to, where were they in?
I forget. I guess they're just out here.
I don't even know.
They might be Kennesaw. Are they not Kennesaw?
They might go to Kennesaw.
I think that they might.
I asked the kid. He was like, yeah, everyone here besides you guys goes here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was just all Kennesaw people?
Dude, but one of the kids in that little crew from those people from the network, we're sitting there. I'm talking to the 2 Viceroy kids for like a while because you were talking to people. And this kid pulls up in a Tesla, like a nice-ass Tesla, and that was one of the kids. They were like, yeah, he has 9 million followers on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, and it was one of the kids in that crew? That's so crazy. It's just so impressive.
It was sick.
To build a massive following like that. And dude, one of the other people who was hilarious was the guy who was the head of operations. Who was
yeah. What's his name?
Running around
Austin?
like a Disney character.
Yeah.
And it just like just took his job so seriously. And at the very onset, like the host of the show came out and there was a fridge right by the battleground where the milk chugging goes
Yeah.
on. The dudes went into the fridge, took out 2 gallons, and held them up in the air
Yeah,
triumphantly.
smash them.
And they exploded on the
And
ground.
everyone's going crazy, and I'm right next to the commissioner kid, and he's freaking out. He's like, "Dude, we don't have enough milk for that." he's like, "We're short 2 gallons now," because apparently, like those 2 guys that did it was completely like they planned it out together. They didn't tell anyone, which was really dumb in their part.
Yeah, but it's also dumb to only have the
Enough
exact
milk.
amount
Yeah.
of milk.
But
There's
also, like,
no
why would
backup milk.
why would they not tell? Like, they could have just been like, "Hey, man, can you spend the extra $1 and get us 2 more gallons of milk?"
But the guy had to get into a car.
He had to like run away.
You just heard
Go
like
find a
skirting
car,
tires.
yeah, and go buy more milk. He was like, "Dude, we do not have enough milk for that." He was so like, I've never seen someone panic that hard. I felt so bad for him because he was like literally my job is getting the milk. He's like, I know
Beforehand.
he's like,
He
I
was
know
there
what
early.
kind of milk we have to get. I know where to get it.
Best kind of milk to get. It's refrigerated. It's at this temperature.
Yeah.
It was like a ceremony even loading up the
Yeah.
fridge with the milk. It was like bringing gold bars into Fort
Yeah.
Knox, and they dropped it
And
off.
then these 3 like jocks come out, and they just start smashing all the milk.
We don't have enough milk. We don't have enough
Yeah.
milk for that.
What did they just do? Why is there milk on the ground?
Oh, what's happening?
Yeah.
Imagine if there wasn't enough milk for the last matches. They would have mutinied. They would have
Oh,
like
yeah.
scraped the milk off the ground that people had already thrown up and like put it
Off
into
the
towels
pavement.
and wrung it out into fucking already smashed gallons. They were like sponsors for the event. Like they were
They were
massive,
literally
like,
sponsors. And he was like, I was like, so you guys do it? They do it every other month on Monday, Milk Monday. And I was like, so you guys do it like every other month? And he was like, yeah, it really depends on how much money we can get. Apparently, it's like they were like, it costs like a fuck ton of money to do it.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably not that much. Honestly, it's probably just like
If you're in college, it's a fuck ton of money.
yeah.
Any amount
not
of
for
money.
not for guys like us.
Oh yeah, we're paid. You dock $450 from my paycheck, and I don't even feel it. I don't even see that shit.
No. Please, I was like, brother, I'll set one of these up weekly for you guys if you need me to.
Yeah, whatever. I'll be in charge.
Just put it on my tab.
You need Papa Sass to take care of all this.
Yeah.
Honestly, Barstool, like, if Barstool doesn't want to get involved, like, this is like a rough and rowdy type of thing where I feel like it would be cool if Barstool got involved. But if Barstool doesn't want to get involved, like, I would like to get involved with this.
Would you? Are you going to go back for the next one? Do you think? I don't think I will.
Just too much travel going on in the fall.
Yeah.
But if people have stuff like Milk Monday, please hit us up because I'm going to be traveling as much
I
as
can't
possible.
think of anything that would be like that. Like, unless it's like a food eating contest.
Yeah, some kind of food eating contest, but that would be that wholesome. Like it was like a pie eating contest. The only not wholesome thing was that they were throwing up, that they were projectile
Dude, they were
vomiting.
projectile. One of the kids, the last kid, the kid that ate the jalapeno, all the throw up was just coming out of his nose, and it was so fucking gross. Dude, that kid looked like he was in immense pain.
Yeah, it was bad for him. That's why after we did the video on Nashville hot chicken, it just wrecked my bowels. It just wrecked my insides.
Yeah.
And I vowed then. I was like, I'm not doing food like man versus food type content. Where it's like I'm gonna make myself feel terrible.
Yeah.
Like I'll go to a lot of depths for content. I really don't have a lot of shame, and I'll be like a monkey with cymbals, just like dancing for people. But I'm not making myself like get physically ill anymore.
Yeah, that would suck.
I have to give that up.
Because didn't you say that when you were in Nashville, you would be like, oh, we're here to try the hot chicken sandwich, then they'd come out with like the hottest shit that they could possibly make?
And they'd like be cackling. They'd be like, ha ha ha!
Yeah.
Watch out for the toilet later
Yeah.
on!
Yeah.
It's like, oh my fucking God. And it was as bad as they said it was. I was just like...
That's not even like enjoyable though.
No.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't understand why people eat stuff that's going to make them feel really bad.
Fuck Nashville, bro. Fuck that shit.
Are you serious, bro?
No,
we
I
gotta
want
and
to
chill
go to
with-
Nashville.
Yeah, we got to go on Bussin' with the Boys.
Yeah.
We were talking to Compton. We got to get down and chill with Comp.
Yeah, I'd be down to go if it's not as hot as it was in the one that you did.
Yeah, that was bad. That was blisteringly hot. It'll be a little bit cooler later on in the year. We'll pop down to Nashville.
I want to go. I honestly want to go, and I just really want to see their studio or their like van or wherever they do it.
You want to be on the van? What would your dream set look like for Son of a Boy Dad? Greenery in the background, Shelves?
I thought it was a
What is it,
dog.
boy? You hear
I
something?
didn't know. I thought it was a dog out
He was
there.
popped up like Lassie.
Because it sounds like a dog. My dream set for the podcast.
Yeah, what would it look like?
Well,
That might be the engineer bringing up an ironing board. I ordered a fresh ironing board.
did you actually?
Yeah, they said the engineer was going to be up with the new one.
Oh, Jesus. I don't really know. I don't really have like much thought on it.
You don't think about aesthetic.
This looks good.
No, it doesn't.
This is good.
This is the worst. We just go to random.
This is a solid. This
Hilton
is a solid
Garden
setup.
Inns or whatever
We're
the
in
fuck
a
we're
different
at.
area when we're
Embassy
recording
Suites.
like every single time.
Huh?
We record in different places so often.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to have a set. It'd be nice to have a cool aesthetic.
I think we should just buy the old Joe Rogan studio.
Where's that?
L.A.
Is just trick it out?
No, just use the exact same set.
Is his new set that different? I don't watch Joe Rogan.
No, his new set's
I listen to
his
it.
new set's actually really nice. There was an in between when he first moved to Austin, and it was like his studio was like in a spaceship.
Were they just trying to do some?
It's like some crazy shit, but like not like a spit. Like it wasn't like I don't even know how to describe it. It was like so many like LED lights, and it was like so dark. I didn't like it at all. But then they finally went back to like it's like just like wooden walls. It looks pretty good now. It looks like you're at like a Texas Roadhouse.
That is pretty good.
Texas Roadhouse is good as fuck. We should go to one. Is there one here?
We should. There's one right by the airport in New Jersey. That's the closest one to New York. Every time we go there, Robbie Fox is like, "Yeah, this is the closest Texas Roadhouse to New York."
Dude, it's so good.
He's a Texas Roadhouse genius. He can like map. You know how some people can like tell you like what day of the month any year was on, or like any day is on, or something like. He's like that with Texas Roadhouses. Robbie Fox knows how close a Texas Roadhouse is to every city in America.
That's like Jeff D. Lowe with like Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, he can. Like,
Outback Steakhouse is not even in the same league as Texas Roadhouse.
What do you like so much about Texas Roadhouse? Is it the buns? The buns. I honestly think it's the buns and the butter that they.
The buns and the butter are so fucking
good. They set the fucking tone.
Unlimited. And then I went on my birthday.
Did they dance? I feel like they like sing and dance.
No,
or, like,
I didn't tell them it was
like,
my birthday.
Oh, really?
I'll
make sure to tell them it was.
Well, I was
your
alone.
Birthday somewhere.
I was there by myself.
On your birthday?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, bro! We're trying to uplift the people.
I'm joking.
Not make people want to kill themselves.
I'm joking.
Table for one, please. And you're like, strap the hat on.
Yeah. It's my birthday. All alone.
Just talking to the waiter.
Dude, I got a big ass steak. It was so good. I got like potatoes. Dude, it was so good. The beer was just icy cold.
Oh, yummy.
And then the buns, dude, the buns. My sister actually made those buns, and she made the butter, and it was so fucking good.
You have a younger sister who's a good cook?
No, this is my older sister.
Oh, got it.
I have 3 sisters.
That's a flex.
I know.
The only boy.
I'm the only man.
That shit is impressive
I'm
as
the
hell.
man of the house.
That shit's
Is that
super
Dion?
impressive.
Dion's banging your line?
Yeah,
Bro,
Dion.
tell him to back the fuck off.
No, he said that I can't record with you anymore, bro. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Dion's threatened by your foot speed and mental speed. Everything about it.
He's threatened by my intelligence.
Dion knows a lot of people at Barstool, but it's like he knows like the people with names who are like alliterations, or like who have like fake mobster names.
Glenny Balls. He loves Glenny.
Yeah, like Dana
There's
Beers,
so many
Glenny
videos
Balls.
of him being like, "Where's Glenny? Is Glenny coming today?"
It's like when people at Kennesaw are looking for Dave.
Yeah.
Like they think we just have Glenny in a suitcase.
He was
Where's
actually
Glenny? Come on out, Glenny.
The Dave shit was so funny, dude, because we were making jokes the entire time before we went about being like, yeah, like people are gonna be like, or like I was gonna ask you where Dave was, like as a joke, which we did in the video. I mean, the video's out by now, so if
Yes.
if they've seen it, I don't even know if that's in still, but yeah. But then we get there, and the first guy comes up to me. He's like, "Bro, is Dave coming out?"
Yeah, it's true. It's like life is. You can't even satirize it because it's just. It's so real.
It's so real. It's so funny.
I wish someone would have asked. And then after the fact, we were chilling with this dude who had half a brain.
Yeah. Really just dived into it, too, right in the beginning of the conversation.
He was such a cool dude, and he just...
I had my brain removed when I was 6.
We were just getting food afterwards.
Yeah.
We were grabbing a bite to eat at a restaurant, and he had met our cameraman before, and he rolled through, and he was like, the first words out of his mouth were that, like...
He was like, I had a seizure when I was in 2nd grade, and then they removed half my brain.
It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, chicken tenders? And he was like, I'm completely normally functioning.
Yeah.
Like, didn't lose a bit of my cognitive function, but then I went in for another surgery, and they removed the frontal lobe.
Oh, really?
They removed, like, they had a surgery, they took out part of it, and he was fine. And then he was like, I went in for another surgery, and they took out this whole part and this other part, and I'm still fine. It's just like, he's just not...
That can't be true. I mean, at a certain point, how many parts of your brain can you lose before you're just not fine?
Yeah, he's throwing off parts of his brain.
I don't think the brain is like the appendix.
He's chopping off
you
parts
can't
of
just
his
be
brain.
picking parts off.
Like he's in a hot air balloon throwing bags of sand. Just getting rid of...
No, but it was literally like right when we got there. Right when he got there.
Like sitting down in his chair.
Yeah, he showed up. I went to the bathroom and I came back and he's like, yeah, and there was a tumor and they removed it. It wasn't cancerous, luckily, but they did have to remove it. And I was like, damn, things are moving quick over here. You're just getting right into it.
And then we were talking about Dakota King. And I was like, yeah, this guy's talking like this, like he's talking to a bag of milk. Like this guy was like he had less of a brain than you.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. That might have, but he laughed.
He laughed.
He was a very good sport.
He did laugh.
They obviously didn't chop off his sense of humor while they were playing fucking operation inside of his brain.
Yeah. No, yeah. He was a fun guy. I honestly didn't know who he was while we were there. I thought he was like one of the sound dudes, like one of the other freelance guys or something.
He had a mustache, and I honestly don't think I would have been cool if he was around if he hadn't had a mustache.
I mean,
didn't we invite him? He said he just got it 2 days earlier, but he just had freshly got a mustache.
How do you freshly get a mustache?
Well, he just had shaved into a mustache.
Yeah.
A brand new mustache. Guys like you and me will never know, man.
No, I will. You won't.
Bro, my mustache is way thicker than yours, bro.
Bro, you're 10 years older than me.
So you think that you're ever going to get your mustache in?
I'm definitely getting my mustache in.
It's never going to come, dude.
Yes, it is, dude. My dad can grow a full beard.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a mustache.
You're not, dude.
Yeah, I am.
You think
We'll look back on this in like 5 years and I'll have a full mustache.
It's just never going to happen for you, bro. Some, like Obama never got a mustache. Some dudes just never get mustaches.
Some dudes, not me.
Obama didn't get one.
Dude,
Are you better than Obama? I don't understand.
Already basically can grow a mustache. First of all, I shaved
Trump
yesterday.
can't grow a mustache.
Bro, he definitely
Who was the
can.
last president
Trump
who could even grow a mustache?
can grow a mustache. Biden
Don't you
probably.
fucking say that. How fucking dare you? Seriously,
you're right, bro. Obama couldn't and Trump could. And that was the change that we needed.
George Bush couldn't grow one. Clinton couldn't grow one. George
Okay,
Bush's dad
do you know if
couldn't
these
grow
people
one?
actually couldn't grow them, or do you think they just were clean shaved? I mean, realistically, they probably were just clean shaving every
There's no
morning.
way any of those dudes could grow mustaches.
George Bush
Could
looks
not
like someone who could grow a beard.
Then how come nobody in his family has any facial hair?
Dude, there's no way that the last 5 presidents could not grow
Ted
mustaches.
Cruz is the only one who can grow. Ted Cruz will be the next president who can grow a mustache. Nobody else is really even capable of growing a mustache.
I think you're wrong.
I'm trying to think of anybody.
Now I'm just picturing all these people with like they all just have completely no facial hair.
Exactly.
Obama had facial hair, didn't he? For at one point,
He had a soul patch for a little bit.
No, Obama could definitely grow a mustache.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can.
No, he can't. What are you talking about?
Trump, I feel like Trump didn't have one piece of hair on his face. He got laser surgery, laser hair removal.
He was tired of it.
I want to get laser hair removal on my ass. Really bad. It would save me a lot of trouble.
You do shave your ass for a disproportionate amount of time every day. This phone won't shut the fuck up, dude.
Seriously.
Have some respect for the podcast.
Like, my phone's on vibrate. You don't think my shit's not buzzing like crazy? Got 10 different people hitting me up right now.
Are you still at Kennesaw State?
Yeah. When are you getting back into the office, bro? We need you here. Good fucking Portnoy online.
The numbies are going down fast. We need you back in
The
the
ship
office.
is sinking.
We're bucketing out water right now. We need you back in New York. Get on the next flight.
The pirate ship is sinking rapidly. Get here now.
You just throw down the mic and just hop on the next flight back to New York, back to HQ.
I keep on thinking that I thought that this was going to come out today. For a second, I was about to be like, yeah, make sure you guys check out today's episode too. Forgot we aren't live. We should have just done this live. It would have been awesome.
Oh, put it out live?
No, that's not possible. We're recording.
So
it
then
right
why
now.
the fuck did you say it?
I don't know. I was just saying. Like, I think I missed the act a little bit, bro.
Yeah, just being able to talk to the people as it's happening.
Yeah, I just miss being
this
able to
time
plug my
machine
being
bullshit?
able to plug our podcast on it.
I do love plugging the pod.
I know.
It's just it's so exhilarating.
And also that fucking Family Feud shit that they're doing, like, looks fun as fuck.
What is it?
Good thing they started doing that right when we left.
What is it?
They're playing Family Feud
That's bullshit.
on the Yak.
What the fuck?
We never get to do anything like that.
That's fucking bull. Are they trying to cut us out?
I don't know.
I'm tired of this fucking shit.
I think they're wedging us out.
I don't like being wedged out even a little bit.
No,
I had to drive. I had to drive from Mississippi State all the way all the way to New York. Where the fuck are we right now?
Atlanta.
Bro.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, well, I don't even know what fucking hotel I'm in these days, bro.
I
I'm just
know.
fucking jet setting around.
It's just
man.
suitcase after suitcase to hotel room, bro. It's a lonely life.
That's my Instagram bio: a suitcase and a fucking plane, bro. And that's a fucking fact. What was that noise?
I don't know. That didn't sound good though.
Sounds like the computer just went. Sounds like somebody's phone. Let me make a call right now. Make sure that we don't completely lose the video.
Sounds like we just lost something for sure. Technical difficulties. I'll perform a little stand-up for you guys while Roan's on the phone.
Perfect. Oh, there's just a weird sound on one of these. It just went. It literally just happened though, so we've barely lost anything. But Sass is about to give us some stand-up, and it'd be better if there was no video for this. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, we're still going.
We can trim it.
Or are the? Yeah, can you just go wide on that one?
Yeah. All right, we're gonna be doing a little bit of a change of a camera angle.
Bear with us.
We'll just throw an ad in there.
Oh yes,
Always looking for ways to juice.
bro.
The
Producer
listeners.
Sass, are you coming for my spot as the producer of this show? Because I'm not trying to be the talent, bro. Were you about to? You just actually went into the stand-up folder. Let me at least hear something.
No, I don't have anything.
Yeah, I just saw fucking 18 paragraphs. I saw premise after premise. It was so fucking rich with premises.
But it's not like I've already done all these jokes
On the pod? If you're writing for the pod, I'm going to be very upset.
No, I'm not writing for the pod, bro. This is all off the top. No, I haven't written anything. I wrote this. I wrote a joke about body positivity, but it wasn't like funny, so there's no point in saying
Perfect.
it.
Say it. No, it's even better.
The whole premise of the joke was how it's funny when people post pictures of celebrities when they get fat, and they're like, "Wow, they're so brave for posting this picture." Like their confidence. I love their confidence.
It's really that they just never gave up their ego. It's like, actually, I'm going to need some validation.
No, but it's funny because the celebrities don't say anything about it, but then the people will post that and be like, basically, they're just calling them fat.
Oh, when you say somebody's brave for being,
they're
fat.
oh my god, they're like the Camila Cabello. She like gained some weight or something, and she posted like a picture.
I didn't notice.
Neither did I. Someone posted a picture of her, and everyone was like, "I love her. She's serving confidence." And it was like, you're just saying she's fat in a nicer way. Like I don't think she's fat, but like if you're saying that and be like, "Oh my god, I love how she still has the confidence to take her shirt off at the beach." It's like you're just calling her fat.
You are.
like
she should not be doing that.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I love that she's brave enough to take off.
That's
to
big
still
of
wear
her.
to still wear a two-piece bathing suit.
I would not do that.
Yeah.
If I was shaped like her, I would not be caught
Yeah.
dead doing. Good for her. Honestly, she is really out on a limb right now.
Yeah.
I would never do anything like that. Kelly Clarkson is brave for still having a career.
Who did everyone get
now.
mad at for losing weight? Was that Kelly Clarkson or Adele?
Adele.
Adele.
Adele, definitely.
They got pissed.
Yeah, she got like She might have had something cosmetically done to her. She looks fantastic.
No,
and
I don't
people
think
are
she
furious.
did. I think she just lost a bunch of weight.
I think
Bro,
she did.
of course you're always blaming it on the fucking cosmetics.
I said she looks fantastic. What blame? I'm not
You don't think
blaming anything.
you don't think a woman can naturally lose weight?
I'm saying that her face changed.
Yeah, it did. But yeah, people were pissed. They were like, they called her fat phobic for losing weight, didn't they?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to. If you're fat ever, you have to be
You have
fat
to stay fat
permanently. Otherwise, it's a slap in the face to everybody else who's fat.
Yeah.
You just can't be doing that.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense at all, and it's not fair. Also, when I was driving from Mississippi,
Yes.
I listened to this podcast about people living, how long people can live,
Yeah.
and they said there's some people that think that people can live until they'll be able to live until their 200s, and there's other people who think that once 122 is as old as someone can live. The oldest person has been 122. Do you think that people will ever be able to live for a long ass time?
I mean,
Or do you think that
I
the
think
human
I would
body-
hopefully maybe if they can figure out some way to make the aging process not as intense. I wouldn't want to be I can't imagine what a 200-year-old person would look like.
Yeah,
You don't even want to see that person on the street.
yeah, just
You'd
shriveled
be,
into a
scared.
bean.
Yeah.
You really
If
have
there's
to
some way they can figure out how to reverse that.
or just re-up every year.
So no, I don't think anyone will ever live to 200 years old.
They basically made it. They were like, the human body will never be able to you couldn't run a 2-minute mile, so you're not just going to be able to just break the limits of the human body and double the life expectancy.
I don't think that would ever happen.
But the lady who lived to 122, she said she never got a wrinkle into her 90s or anything like that. She was just
Yeah, I mean, they say the first person to live to however old, I think they say 150 is alive right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. And they also said by the year 2150 that there'll be 25 million people alive who are over 100. Yeah, the numbers are skyrocketing of people living over 100.
That's gonna be weird when people that are on social media my
Are 100?
age, are 100 years old. They're still I always thought when I was younger I was everyone I can't it's gonna be can't wait to get off Instagram all this shit. But then you get to an age you're never getting off Instagram or Twitter. I'm always gonna be on Twitter.
You don't think that something new will just come along? That's what I was saying.
No,
about
but I always
MySpace
thought that
back
I
in
would
the day.
I always thought I would grow out of social media.
Right.
But I'm not going to.
Oh! Socially is part of our fabric.
Yeah, it's never gonna just stop. I thought it was a kid's thing, and you just
and you just go back to
video
books.
games, something like that. You stop playing with it, but it's never gonna happen.
You just start reading again,
Yeah,
and going to plays and shit like
Yeah.
that. And no, you're never getting off of this, and people are always going to be it's even going to be I was listening to one of those new artists you showed me, and one of her songs is about talking about I wish I didn't go on my phone the first thing in the morning. I want to get off my phone and shit like that. It's
Yeah.
we're never getting off.
No.
There's no fucking way out.
The not using your phone in the morning thing is funny because you do it once and then you'll never do it again.
People do love to anybody who's on some self-help type shit. That'll always be for 1 hour in the morning, don't go on your phone.
Yeah.
Or 1 hour before you go to bed, don't go on your phone.
Yeah.
You're not doing that, dude. I
No.
fucking know you're not doing that. You
Especially because
liar.
you wake up in the morning, the first thing you have to do is check your phone. You got to see if anything's happening.
Frankie said he was doing that once. I know Frankie's not doing that. There's no fucking way. He's the most on your phone people will be the ones who are yeah, you just have to unplug for a little bit. It's
Dude, when I was in Wyoming and
you're not unplugging.
when we went on that hike the whole day, I was getting so anxious, not having because I didn't have service the entire day, and it was a Monday, and I was dude, I feel I'm gonna lose my job
Because you didn't have service because you were just out there.
Because I was what if someone tries to get in contact with me?
You might have been going through literal withdrawal.
Yeah, I think I was.
Being aware of that, though, I think it's the first step of
Yeah.
I want to change my lifestyle or have better habits. So not using your phone an hour before you go to bed, or you said oh, I have to check my phone tonight. You don't have to.
Yeah.
It's all in your head.
Yeah.
People probably barely be able to hear that, but it's a lifestyle and it's all in your head. Is basically what you're saying, that you addict yourself. But it's also people. You say that about a drug addiction or some shit like that. You don't have to do it or whatever. But it turns into a brain chemistry compulsion where it's It is, but it's like, how do you break that chain?
You know what I was thinking about? Speaking of drug addiction,
Let's fucking go.
it
I
would be
like
a
the
funny-
direction.
It
of
would
this
be
shit.
like a funny sketch idea if like someone was like talking about like doing hard drugs in the way that people like they don't like doing hard drugs, like in the way that people talk about like they don't like smoking weed. Like if someone was like, "Oh yeah, I tried heroin, but it made me anxious."
It just wasn't for me.
Yeah,
I
was
can't.
getting super paranoid in crowds.
I just couldn't do meth. Like, it's just not. It doesn't agree with
If
me.
I was alone, maybe.
Or like right before bed, I'll do some meth. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just do meth in like a group of people. I'll just be like
At a
in my
party.
own head.
Yeah.
Like, I just wanna. It's just like I just like to sit at home, be in the comfort of my own home, and and bang some black tar heroin. I definitely used to think that like early on in the blazing days, in my weed smoking days, I used to think that well, I don't smoke alone. Like, I'm not even really smoking. Like, I don't smoke alone.
Yeah.
Now, like, most of the time I smoke alone.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And dude, Sass, for being such an anti-weed dude, every time that I'm trying to roll up, you're like, "Oh, this isn't a sweet ass joint. Oh, I could roll up better than this."
I could.
You're
and I don't
part of the
smoke
weed culture, dude.
I don't smoke weed, and I could roll a significantly better joint than you.
You're like,
Because you're coming down, it looks like you took like a piece of like 5 gum wrapper and you just twisted it in pieces. And then you're like, and every time you're like, well, no, I rolled this for myself. I'm like, this is my own personal joint, and it's never only for you. You end up smoking it with like 4 people.
But I'm not trying to roll a fucking big ass joint. And
I don't think you're trying to, because I don't think you can.
Dude, this dude is fucking slandering. I'm about to fucking joints hit, bro. Yeah, exactly, dude. You don't fucking know, bro. I used to fucking roll up Gottis, bro. I'd be like 7 grams in a blunt, bro. That's my type time that I was fucking on. I almost drowned in a pussy, so I swam to a butt. That's how I was living my life for a long fucking time. We wouldn't even split the cigar. We'd just fucking stuff it with weed, bro. And I moved on from those days. It's called maturity. Maybe you'll someday get it. You'll be able to roll fucking little pieces of Orbit up. You'll be able to roll up some Trident White and get fucking stoned to the dickens.
Rolling the 5 gum wrapper, I used to do that. Like, I remember, like, when you first start smoking weed, you're just doing everything that you can to like let people know you smoke weed. And I remember being in class just like rolling gum wrappers like joints.
Yeah.
Looks like a joint, doesn't it? Not surprising.
I think I did that in like 5th grade. It must have been a cry for help, because I like left them all like ostentatiously like in my desk, like hoping to get caught.
Yeah, I did that once, and I dropped it on the ground while walking inside my house, and my mom found it and was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just a piece of paper." And she was like, "Why does it look like this?" And I was like,
I don't know, Mom.
"I was like, I don't know. I just did it." And like then they like started thinking. I think that was probably like when they thought like that was. It used to be like my parents used to think I smoked weed, and every single thing I did would be like, "Oh, this is like one of the reasons we know you smoke weed."
I'm just preparing the drugs.
Dude, I remember like I went to pick up my paycheck at the restaurant that I worked at, and I like went there, came back. My mom was like, "Why were you gone for so long?" I was like, I don't know what you. I was like, I was in like 9th grade. I was like, I was just getting my paycheck.
It seems like no one got more falsely accused than you.
Dude, I would get.
You have so many stories
accused.
about always getting falsely accused of smoking weed.
I would get falsely accused like every single time I would go home. It would make me like not want to hang out with my friends, because I would be like, I know I'm going to go home. My parents are going to be like, they would like try and act like they weren't trying to see if I was like high, but they'd be like looking at, they'd be like waiting to make direct eye contact with me, and I would be like so nervous, even though I was like dead sober.
Your parents just don't think you're capable of good, clean fun.
I guess so.
They really don't think that you can do good, clean fun.
They don't care anymore.
They should have seen you at the milk competition.
I know.
That was good, clean fun, and that was you fucking thriving. They probably thought that you were like sneaking in a flask to the milk chugging competition.
I was about to.
And that's probably why we're in this predicament in the first place with your parents. Because they know that you can't help but pretend to prepare drugs.
I mean, you go to something like that, you're expecting like everyone to be fucked up.
And
it's a milk chugging competition with 1,000 college students.
And it didn't even seem like anybody had like pregame.
Dude, no. We were like, oh, those people are drinking, and I look over and they have like 2 Pepsis. I was like, oh, maybe they like poured vodka in their cans or something.
And they were loudly belching, and the smell of the belch cut through the milk, and you could tell it was only Pepsi.
Yeah.
These
people were not one soul was consuming any substances.
Yeah, they were locked the fuck in.
Yeah. All right.
Should we get the fuck out of here?
Yeah.
All right.
Should we?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Why?
Thanks
You want to
for-
keep going? You want to keep
No,
talking?
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't want to keep talking.
I don't want to keep talking. Fuck that shit.
I've been having. I fucking talk.
I talk enough already as it is.
Yeah, bro. We're trying to fucking be monastic. We're trying to be like monks up in this bitch and listen to our minds.
All right. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, comment,
Buy some merch.
Buy some merch. Oh, we have new merch coming out. It'll
merch.
probably be out. It will be out by the time that this comes out. Actually,
Yeah. So
this
go
time,
to-
actually, I know we said that before, but this time it will actually be out by then.
Yes, we looked at designs today. It looks fantastic. Buy the merch. Go over to Spotify if you're listening on Apple. Just bang it on Spotify and go do something else with your life. Watch the video that you just heard about.
Like
all
it.
This.
Like the video. Oh yeah. Watch that video before you watch this. But
Yes.
that doesn't work because the podcast is over. All right. Thank you for listening. Bye.
All right, thank you for listening. Bye.